Alright guys, so we back with another quick little video. I wanted to show you guys some full self-driving really quick. I'm currently in park. I've already put the address in to where I'm going. Got to make a quick errand, but I'm gonna stop at the park. And on the way to the park, I just felt like you know, I would go ahead and do full self-driving for you guys just to test it out and show you guys and kind of talk to you guys while I'm on my way. So right now I've already put the address into the park. Full self-driving, it says press and hold. So once you can enable this feature, but you press and hold this button right here once you put your address in that you're going to, so you can go full self-driving straight from the park position. So I'm in park, hold this button here, and it's going to say be attentive, keep your hands on the wheel, press and hold the brake, which says press and hold, tap brake to confirm. So tap the brake to confirm, release, and now we're full self-driving, as you can see. So sorry about the camera angle. This is all I could really get because this is how big got a car coming from the left. This is how big, you know, how long my GoPro car stand is. But car just passed us and we're getting out right now and we're on the road. So we got to make sure we paying attention at all times. And really that's about it. So I just thought I'd go ahead and give you guys some of my thoughts on the full self-driving. Now mind you, I have used the full self-driving for the past week and a couple days that I've owned my vehicle, but I will say that it is really cool. But it had one moment where my wife was using it and she was wearing shades. She took them off. Well, she was wearing shades, and then full self-driving told her she wasn't being attentive or whatever the case. She took the shades off, and then it kind of re-engaged and said that she was being attentive again, and all of a sudden it just kind of kicked her out. So that was one instance. But for the most part, full self-driving has been perfect. Like literally stops, goes, stays within the lanes, and it drives really well. As you can see, we're just cruising right now. I'm hoping you guys can see this the right way. Got the sun glaring from the right hand side over there, so I apologize if it's not showing you the right way, but we'll try. Anyway, full self-driving, again, like I say, I like it. I did notice the other night we did about a 2-hour drive home from my son's. It was about 1 hour and 45 minutes to close to 2 hours ride home back from my son's baseball tournament, and I did full self-driving on the freeway all the way home, right? And the only thing that one thing that I noticed that I thought was really cool was we left the park with about, and don't quote me, but I want to say we left the park with about 37 or 38%, and it said that we would get home with 12%. So mind you, I was driving, before I got to the freeway, I was doing all the driving manually, and the car basically told me we would get home with 12%. As soon as I put it into self-driving mode, full self-driving, I feel like the car kind of, started driving a little bit more efficient in full self-driving, because that arrival time home at 12% turned into 15% by the time we got home. So I thought that was cool to know, or to at least see that full self-driving can increase your range, so to speak, at least from my perspective. Again, I'm new to the EVs, I'm new to Teslas and all of that stuff, so you can quote me, correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I don't get in my feelings with corrections and stuff like that. But we're almost to the park. We're coming to a 4-way stop right here. Let's see what happens, because this is going to be very interesting. And we have one of those little circles to go around here too. So we just got here first. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, it's going, it's turning, it's turning. And yes, it made the turn. It weighted correctly, which I thought was cool. For a second I got a little nervous because I felt like it wanted to go wide, but it turned correctly. So this is going to be a cool little situation here, because we're going to make a right here, and once we get to the end of the road, there's going to be like a full circle. Now mind you, I've been around one of those circles like that before. I can't think of the name. I want to say rotunda for some reason, but one of those little circles before, back down the road, and it handled it really well. So this one it's never been around, so I'm pretty nervous about this one, but we will see, because we have to enter and make the very first exit. So I'm pretty nervous about it, but I do come this way from time to time, so I felt like, you know what, today would be the perfect day to go ahead and try out and see if it's going to make it around and go the right way. All right, so anyway guys, I like this full self-driving. I think it's a really cool thing, or a cool feature for Teslas in general. I mean, I think it should be on every car, man, because truth be told, man, this car was doing its thing on the freeway. It was slowing down, stopping. It was slowing down. It was riding perfect, getting in and out of lanes, which I thought was pretty cool. A couple of times it did stay behind cars that I didn't really want it to stay behind, I didn't want it to stay behind a few cars because they were going kind of slow. And then I totally forgot that I can actually make the car move over by engaging my turn signals, and it kind of struck me late, but I did it, and the car went over, you know. Anyway, here we go. We finna come up on the little circle ahead. Here it is. Let's see if it makes the right exit and see what happens. And we'll be coming up on the park in about another, what, mile and a half. Sorry that the sun is shining directly on us. Car is already making the right turn signal. It turned it on. We are getting ready to enter, and we're entering right now, and it went the right way. I'm glad it went the right way. So now I know that if I come back through this way, it should work correctly. I was kind of nervous about that. But anyway, full self-driving is great, guys. I don't know how many more videos I'll do on full self-driving because I know it's kind of like so many, and there's people out there who really dive deep into their full self-driving, talking about the, you know, updates every single time. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that, but I really did want to show you guys full self-driving in my 2025 Tesla Model 3 long range rear-wheel drive. I think I only got full self-driving now for about another, what, month or so. I think like, yeah, about another month and a half, April or something like that. April 15th, I think, is when my full self-driving trial ends. But hey, it is what it is. So as we pull up here on the park, I'm going to see what happens here because there's two ways to turn into this park, and I just want to see what happens. Let's see where it actually takes us. I'm kind of nervous though because I don't know which way it's going to go. So if I have to take over, then so be it. You know what I mean? I'll just take over. No big deal, you know. But here we go. We're getting ready to enter turn lane. We're turning in right now. Let's see what happens. I'm kind of nervous. Let me get myself ready just in case. So we're turning into the park. Now let's see if it makes the first turn or if it makes the second turn. Let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Let's see where it's going. Let's see where it's going. Okay, it's taking me to the back parking lot. Or is it going to stop me here? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. 9-8. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, it just stopped me right in front of the museum in the park right here. The parking lot is right over there, and there's a parking lot straight ahead. Again, I don't know how many more videos of full self-driving I'm going to actually do, but I will say it is a very, very cool feature, and I can see how someone would want this feature on their car, because when we was coming back last night from that, what, hour and 45-minute drive, it was the best thing ever, turning on full self-driving and letting the car just literally do its thing. I didn't have to do anything, man. It got me all the way home. All right, y'all, so there you have it, full self-driving. Again, it's a really cool feature. I really like it, man. And I feel like I'm gonna be straight up. I feel like that full self-driving on the Tesla is like the bread and butter, man. I don't know. I know it's, you know, from watching other people's videos, I know it can make hiccups and stuff and have some issues from time to time, man. But at least the version I have, let me see if I can find out which version I have right quick and go to autopilot. So let's see if I can find my software version. Let me see, how do I find this software version? Oh, software, I'm sorry, here we go. So my full self-driving software version is 13.2.7. all right, 13.2.7. that is my software, full self-driving supervised software version. And obviously I'm on version 12 software for the whole Tesla. I'm on 2024.45.32.15, if that even makes sense to anybody out there. But those are the versions that I'm currently on right now. And again, with this 13.2.7, I feel like it's driving really good. I have trusted it except for one time. I trusted it except for one time. I was on the freeway, and all of a sudden it put me in the wrong lane because it thought I was going to exit. It was like a split, but I needed to stay on the left side, and it kind of started, the arrow on the navigation was showing like it was exiting. However, the exit was still kind of keeping you straight, you know. I can't explain it, but it started getting over to the far right, like it wanted to veer off, and then it swerved right back over to the lane that it just got out of. And I took over from there, got over to the far left lane, engaged again, and then I didn't have another issue. But I hope I explained that correctly, but that's kind of what happened. And it kind of, you know, gave me, you know, I took a step back, you know what I'm saying? I was like, whoa, we can't trust it all the way. But I will say, driving on the freeway, I kind of trust it like about 90%, but driving around like just in my local town area, I trust it about 100%. It gets me to and from everywhere I'm going, but it does not stop and watch out for potholes or anything like that. So just be mindful if you're going on a route that has a lot of potholes and stuff like that. Just don't even turn it on or get ready to turn it off prior to getting to the road that got all the potholes, because it will hit potholes. It does not, you know, move around potholes and stuff like that. It will go around traffic. It will go around people who kind of veer off and sit on the side of the road or whatever they're doing. It'll veer and go around stuff like that. Because I had a a mail truck stopped on the side of the road delivering mail. It went right around them with ease. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, if you guys want to see more full self-driving videos, man, just let me know. If you want to see me get on the freeway or something, just let me know. Like I say, I'm not too keen on the full self-driving videos, but I know this is a Tesla channel, and if you guys want to see that stuff, I will do it. One more thing before I go, I gotta say this. I want to give a huge shout out. I know I kept saying this in all my videos, and I'm gonna continue to say it. If you're looking for a Tesla, go down, use my referral link down there, man, and get some change off on your Tesla. You know what I'm saying? But I will say I got to give a shout out to one person. I told you I was wondering who was going to be the very first person to use my referral link, man. And shouts out to Johnny. I won't say your whole name, but shouts out to Johnny, man. I really appreciate you, man. You are the very first person to use my Tesla referral code, man. So you are forever etched in my Tesla history. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, guys, with that, it's been your boy Jay, FSD, man. I'm going to get up out of here. Peace.